Hi, I'm Jerry Dunbar, and this is my screencast of Warm Bodies. Warm Bodies is definitely a refreshing new type of zombie movie. It's not too gory or disgusting, but it does have its fair share of moments where you do unexpectedly let out a squeal or two. The movie is one of a kind. A zombie, one of the main characters, R, unexpectedly falls in love with a human girl whose name is Julie. Though not alive, he shows many signs of humanity. After he has eaten her boyfriend's brains, he decides to protect the girl named Julie. Sucks to suck, huh, baby Franco? Back to the topic. He protects her from the zombies that were eating her friends by using his blood to mask her scent. He scavenges for food for her, and he even has a vinyl collection that he lets her help herself to. Cute, right? This movie offers a new way to view zombie movies, and the characters help demonstrate a new way to view love between the living and the undead. Total swoonage over here. Alright, so this is R. Let me introduce you. Let me introduce you to him. Impressed, ladies? I would be. R is not your typical type of zombie. He still has a touch of humanity left. Even though he's only able to use very few words, he is still pretty expressive for an undead guy. If that's not impressive to you, then I would like you to introduce you to these guys. They're called the Bonies. These guys are so far gone that they peel away every bit of skin that they have remaining on their cold undead bodies. R describes them as being scary and that they eat anything with a heartbeat. His observation proved to be right when one almost devoured Julie herself. Speaking of Julie, this is her. As you can tell, she's smoking. She and R pair up to make one of the most unlikely couples that you'll see in the cinematic world. She's smart, brave, strong, and willing to go the extra mile to protect the one she loves and cares for. She's easily one of the characters that you identify with the most. Probably because she's one of the only ones who can speak clearly, but we'll get to that at a later time. Okay, so what's the conflict? It's humans versus zombies. Every movie will have a conflict. Whoops. No matter what, every movie will have a conflict, and Warm Bodies is not no different. In the future that Warm Bodies is set in, the world has already experienced a zombie apocalypse. Humans are being hunted down by regular zombies and the super crazy bonies. This can be compared to the classic play Romeo and Juliet. In both instances, you have two different groups of people who hate each other. You also have a male from a specific group and a female from a specific group. The conflict in Warm Bodies lies in the fact that Julie is alive and R is undead, and they're a couple. They literally shouldn't be able to be together, yet they are able to keep their relationship steady, even though R lacks the communication skills that are necessary to keep a normal, yes, there are air quotes around normal, relationship healthy and smooth. So with the communication, it's pretty interesting. It's true that to have a healthy relationship, you need to communicate well. However, in R and Julie's case, they are not able to communicate at their full potential because R can't talk. Crazy, right? He's dead. He can't talk and he's barely mobile, but still gets the girl. It makes me wonder where I'm going wrong. Anyway, though he can't speak very well, besides a few broken words, he is able to convey his thoughts through motions and grunts. He has established a great relationship with Julie by the end of the movie, but like most new couples, they had their fair share of problems. Yeah, it's pretty hard for R not to be creepy. So, with the insincerity, since R lacked a proper way of communicating with Julie, it was hard for him it was hard for them to get over rough patches in their relationship easily. When R revealed that he literally ate Julie's ex-boyfriend, she takes it to hard, really hard. Though though R wants to explain he can't, though R wants to explain, he can't. And not because he doesn't want to or because he physically isn't able to. It's because he literally doesn't get the opportunity because Julie runs off because she's so upset. Jeez, women, right? This is a pure case of insincerity because Julie reveals to her friend at a later time that she guessed that R had eaten her boyfriend, but she didn't care. She liked R, yet she still ran away from him and her feelings for him. This sets up the classic scene where a guy has to perform some type of physical chase of the girl. On to Pursual. When Julie leaves R by himself, he is determined to get her back. Before he can do that, though, he has to mope around like all guys do when their girl leaves them. It isn't until his group of undead friends, relay a message to him that the Bonies are going to attack the humans, and that's when R kicks into action. He walks/jogs, because he can't really run, to get back to Julie. He then proceeds to risk his undead life by sneaking into the human city and trying to not only rekindle his relationship with Julie, but to save the humans. And who said dead people can't be romantic? So, for the conclusion, the romance that occurs between R and Julie is still the same type of romance we're used to seeing in a romantic comedy. However, the mixture of comedy, heartache, and slight horror were blended so well that it helped to create something even better than a sappy romantic comedy. Though Warm Bodies is not your traditional romantic comedy, it still has all the traits that you need to make a good one. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.